going to show you a few things about the piano, especially for those of you who have never taken lessons before, those virgin piano players. Now, normally when you go and buy lessons or you take lessons, they come at it with the theology that if you play a note, any note, such as G, if you play this note, there's certain notes that will sound good with it and certain notes that will sound bad with it. And I would agree with that, but then they will go a step further and show you which notes are the correct notes to play with G and which ones are the wrong notes to play with G. And I think that's where the problem arises, because which notes they might think sound good with G might be different from the notes that you think sound good with G. So for the first lesson, I think you should pick any note on the keyboard. I'm going to choose G, for example, and then go an octave higher and play the same note. So if you have the 3 black notes, the one in between the 2 leftmost notes, that's G, and then go up till you see the same pattern and pick the same note. They sound the same. So obviously G and G sound good together. Now, go a half step down. We're going to play every single note. Play that together with G. That's not really the vibe I'm going for. That doesn't sound good to me. Might sound good to you though. Go a half step down again. I like that. Down a half step. That feels good to me. Not the vibe I'm going for, but the important thing is you go through this and you mentally tab which notes as you go down sound good to you and which ones not so much right now. And go through every single note, just go. And take your time with each one, really feeling what it speaks to you. And then, once you do that, now you're not afraid of hitting wrong notes anymore because you've played every single one and you know what to do with it. So now, play your G, but the important thing is add rhythm. All music is based off of rhythm. And on your first lesson, people won't tell you this. But if you play with a strong enough rhythm, you can make anything in the world sound like $1 million. Watch. Get your body moving, your toe tapping. I'm playing one note right now, and it already sounds good just because of my rhythm. Now I'm going to play G again. That's super easy. You can do that right now with 0 experience. Now let's go down. Another octave. You can be more creative with it. Now an especially powerful tool here is sliding from a wrong note that sounds wrong to a correct note that sounds right. And this is the tension and resolution. This is a really powerful tool. So if you play G and then you go up, doesn't sound, that's a super wrong note, but then you move up a half step, that's a super nice uplifting note. So slide, so quickly go from the wrong note, build tension to the correct note. Watch what happens. G, wrong note, note. There are no wrong notes, you just know how to use them now. sounded good. So there are no wrong notes. I've just disproven that. So now go find which notes sound good to you and play them with rhythm, and you will be playing a phenomenal song on your first day ever touching the piano.